Hey everybody, it's your girl Mia, and as always, welcome to my kitchen. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit that bell notification wherever it is to keep up with what your girl's doing, because I'm extra as hell and I'm always doing a lot. What are we doing today? We're making a quick, delicious, easy, keto-friendly dish that I love to have on weeknights or meal prep to take to work for lunch the next day. We're doing Brussels sprouts with smoked sausage. Let go. Alrighty guys, let's go ahead and get started. I have my non-stick pan going over medium heat. We're going to go ahead and get some oil in the bottom of this pan so we can brown up our sausage. Now you can use just about any kind of fat that you'd like at the bottom of this pan. You could do ghee, which is a type of clarified butter. You could do some avocado oil, some olive oil, or if you're lucky like me, you're going to use a couple spoonfuls of bacon fat. So if you got some bacon fat on hand, get on it. That is keto friendly, by the way. So we're going to go ahead and let this bacon fat melt down in the bottom of our skillet. And then we're going to go ahead and get our sausage into the pan. Alright, once your oil in the bottom of your pan is melted and heated through, we're going to go ahead and add our sausage. Now I have 1 pound of turkey smoked sausage. That's what I'm going to use today. And you could definitely use pork or beef in this dish. Whichever smoked sausage is your favorite. You could do kielbasa, Polish sausage. It's all about you and what you like. I just kind of accidentally threw this together, guys. One time I was walking in the door from work. Your girl was tired. And it was early in my keto journey, and I had burnt myself out on bacon and eggs, and I just needed something different. So I just kind of toyed around with some smoked sausage I had on hand, and this dish was born. And now it has become a regular staple in my house. I'm going to turn this up a little bit. We're going to do a medium-high scale. We want to get some brownage on this smoked sausage because that's going to bring a lot of flavor to the dish. And you're just going to stir it around here, let it hang out. Let the sausage get as brown as you like it. Once that happens, we'll move on to the next step. Alrighty guys, about 6 minutes has passed in YouTube land, and as you can see, our sausage has gotten some brownage on it. Now, if you like your smoked sausage to be a little darker than mine, then by all means, go ahead and let it go a little bit longer. Definitely make sure you're scraping those yummy bits off the bottom because that is more flavor that your dish is going to have. You don't want that to burn. You want to scrape it off the bottom and get it mixed in with your sausage. Alright, so once your sausage has hit the desired brownness that you like, we're going to go ahead and get our Brussels sprouts over into the pan. I've got 2 cups of fresh Brussels sprouts that I have trimmed up and prepped. And what I mean by that is, let's say this is a whole Brussels sprout right here. I have washed them. I trimmed off the stem at the bottom, peeled off any of the outer leaves that were unattractive, and gave them a split in half. And that's what we've got right here. So we're going to go ahead and get these over into the pan. I've also brought my heat back down to medium. It's okay to have it on that higher temp to get the brownage on your sausage, but once your sausage is where you want it, go ahead and drop that heat back down to a nice medium. Alright, we're just going to give this a stir. We want to get the Brussels sprouts in with the smoked sausage, let them get to know each other. We also want to get those Brussels sprouts coated in that delicious bacon fat that we put at the bottom of the pan. Give that a nice shake. Alright, we're going to add some more players to this pot. Again, make sure your skillet's down on a nice medium heat. We're going to add a nice heaping teaspoon of minced garlic to the pan. Like so. Give that a quick stir. We're also going to add some fresh cracked black pepper to the pot. Smoked sausage, garlic, Brussels sprouts and cracked black pepper comes together beautifully. I like a lot of cracked black pepper, but you add what you like. If you notice, I haven't added any salt to this pan, and I'm going to tell you why. Between the bacon fat that I used at the beginning and this smoked sausage, honestly, you might not need it. You can definitely check for seasoning and adjust to your taste and your family's taste. But I definitely don't need the extra salt in this pan. Alright, so we've got everything coated. I'm going to let the Brussels sprouts go for about 2 minutes, and then we're going to move on to the next step. Alrighty guys, about 2 minutes has passed in YouTube land, and as you can see, some of our Brussels sprouts have a little bit of char on them at the bottom there, just like our sausage do. Now we need these Brussels sprouts to get a little bit tender. So what's going to happen now is I'm going to add a couple splashes of some chicken broth. That's going to create some steam in here, add a little bit of liquid to this otherwise dry pan, and we're going to give these a quick steam. So you don't need a whole lot. We're going to cover that with a lid. All told, that was more than likely only about 1/4 cup of liquid. If you don't have chicken broth, feel free to use a little bit of water. I find that the chicken broth does add a nice flavor to the dish. But we want more steam in here than liquid, so keep it at roughly about 1/4 cup. That's going to add enough liquid to keep the Brussels sprouts moist, and that's also going to create the steam we need to get them nice and tender. And what you'll want to do is you'll want to keep this over medium heat until that chicken broth evaporates. Once that happens, we'll move on to the next step. Alrighty guys, about 5 minutes has gone by in YouTube land, and we are just about done with this dish. Smells amazing. Brussels sprouts are a nice crisp tender. That's how I like them. If you like yours a little more tender, feel free to add a little bit more of that chicken broth or water. Cover them up, let them go a little bit longer. But crisp tender is how I like my Brussels sprouts. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and kill the heat on this. And the last and final ingredient to this dish is going to be 2 thinly sliced scallions. Yes. Going to add a nice bright oniony flavor to this dish. Go ahead and give that a quick stir. Those are going to soften up as they come in contact with the heat. And you are done. Once again, guys, this was one of my favorite go-to keto-friendly dishes, smoked sausage and Brussels sprouts. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Feel free to thumbs up and subscribe. And I'll catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.